What's going on, guys? My name is Triforce Addiction. Welcome back to another COD mode video. So today I want to discuss the Hades Dark Matter. So this is right now the first Dark Matter weapon that I've received throughout the whole level grind that I've been doing for some time now. And I told you guys that I was going to take it, at my own pace. So I kind of wanted to give you guys, I guess, an update of how this whole grind has been going. So as you guys know, within this update for season 5, I've lost track at this point, we've received a lot more levels, but instead of, another 50 this time around, we received actually 100 levels, making this grind a lot more daunting than I originally thought it would. So first and foremost, I'm not really opposed of getting new levels for COD Mobile, man. I mean, it gives you something to do in the game, and the skins that you receive, once you reach certain milestones, specifically with Dark Matter, I think it's like every 20 levels you get something in the form of Dark Matter. I mean, the first one was obviously the Hades, and I think the last one, like once you reach 300, you do get the Man of War Dark Matter, but I think also in 280, I think it's 280, you actually do get the QXR Dark Matter. So a lot of good weapons that I like specifically are getting Dark Matter weapons. Of course, like I said, the grind is kind of frustrating at the same time because, there are times where you feel like you should have gone more XP in a match, but you don't, if that makes any sense. I mainly say that because I think grinding to like a new level every single time, I think it's a little bit too slow given how many points we actually need in order to, unlock the next level. And the thing is that there's no real there's no real incentives to level grind as much as I would like, like let's say if you look at Modern Warfare 2 or like the mainline Call of Duty games, they always have like double XP weekends to help you out to level up faster, but here in COD Mobile, we really don't get any of that. We do at times, but mainly at the very end of the season, and even then, it's still kind of rare if it does happen. And I mean, the level grind is extremely slow. I mean, you go through a whole entire hardpoint match that lasts like maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and you only get like maybe 3 to like 5,000 points at the most. And, using those extra weapon sets that give you like 10% more XP, that barely does anything. Even during tournament modes when I'm playing on Alcatraz, I mean, like, dude, I only get like maybe 6,000 at the most, and that's only if I get the most kills out of like, the team that I have. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating, and it just takes a long time. And, something that kind of bothers me is the fact that, the points that we score in each match, especially during hardpoint shipments, are much higher than what the actual XP we receive. So for example, let's say you get like 150 kills in shipment, like you're that much of a god. And like let's say the amount of score that you get in total is like 15,000 for the entire match, right? Like what you're really going to result in is like maybe 6,000 to 7,000 XP instead of having the score actually go to your XP. And this is something that's happened to me a lot. Like, like I think in one of the 10v10 shipment matches, I ended up getting like 130 kills. I think it was kill confirmed. I'm not sure. It could have been domination, but in one of those matches, I ended up getting like more than 130 kills. And at the end of it all, I only got like 5,000 points. But like when I looked at it in game, like the overall score that I got for that specific game alone, I ended up getting maybe about like 15 to 20,000 points. So none of that actually got inputted as XP. And that's something that's kind of like always bothered me about level grinding in this game. I think it takes way too long of a time to get from like one level to another. So you get like points that are so small that don't even come close to equating like based on how you performed at a certain match. And that is kind of frustrating, to be honest. And that's the thing, they don't really grade you on how much score you actually get per game. They grade you basically on how long the game lasts, how much, I guess, I don't even know. Like, it's just like the 10% bonus that you get from the ground forces and just a bunch of other stuff. Like, yeah, you do get like a few extra points for being in first place every time, but it's never really enough for it to be so noticeable. Point is, you get XP based on longevity, not based on how well you performed, and I think it's kind of stupid. And especially like during the times when if you're diamond grinding a weapon, like especially with the FFAR, I only leveled up like twice, but every game I was scoring like maybe 4,000 points, but I would only get like 400 XP every single time. So I only leveled up like twice throughout the entire 150 games, which shouldn't have been the case. Like if we got XP based on like the amount of score that we earned in that match, I probably would have leveled up like maybe 5 to 6 times. Funny thing is, like back in the old Call of Duty games, right when you were about to prestige, especially like in Modern Warfare 2, where they had like 70 levels, like those last few levels were always the longest. And even the one before, like you were able to prestige after you reached like the max level, like they always took forever. It felt like you were just there for like 5 hours just trying to level up once. And that's kind of like how it feels in this game. Maybe a lot faster, of course, but still, I think it's a little bit too slow paced, especially if like every update they're gonna give us like 100 levels. They kind of need it slow. Like they kind of need to give like us more incentive. Like maybe have an introduction of double character XP draws, or well, not draws, but like double character XP cards. Stuff like it's very similar to double weapon XP cards. Or maybe even every now and then, like in some weekends, you give us double character XP so we could actually level up a little faster. We hardly ever get that, and the only time I could think of that you really do get that is like maybe if you haven't played the game in like half a month or maybe even a month. But even then, it only lasts for like I think what 24 hours. So even then, it's not even that big of a deal. But I don't know if it's just me, but the last time I leveled up, I swear to God, I was getting a lot more XP. I think I was getting like 11,000 per game, but like now I only get like 5,000. I'm not sure if at some point they might have secretly cut off the amount of XP that you earn per game. But yeah, like I don't earn nearly enough or like nearly as much as I used to when I was grinding to level 200. I don't know. They could have like a lot of different ways to help us level up more. I mean, maybe even with like legendary or mythic skins or even legacy skins, you could add more XP for those who have those and if they use it during an entire match. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, like you would say that's pay to win, but I mean, if anything, it's more like pay to level up faster. But whatever the case is, I mean, they need to make this whole leveling thing faster. That's why I decided to kind of like go at my own pace. Like, if anything, this is probably one of the seasons I've played the least. Maybe not because I'm already almost near tier 200. But even then, you could like reach tier 200 like 5 times. You still won't even be at level 300. That's legitimately how slow this whole entire grind is. So I'm just like, it's gonna suck if they add like the other 200 levels, like level 400 next season. I hope they don't do that because I mean I'm not even gonna be caught up by then. But still, I mean there has to be a way to make it a little faster because there's no incentive to help you level up quicker. There's no double XP events that happen, and if they do, they are extremely rare. And you only get those if you're like maybe like not playing the game for a certain amount of time. So yes, like there has to be like double character XP cards or some shit like that. Just a quick update on where I am in the levels. I'm like I think in the like early or late 230s, probably around 235. So yeah, again, it's taking a very very long time, and it's just kind of like becoming frustrating because I don't know if I'm gonna be caught up by the time they add like another 100 levels. So yeah, it's something that is kind of just bothering me. But maybe one last incentive that they could do to raise XP earnings is maybe, add more for ranked. If you win a match, you get a lot more XP than you normally would if you're playing a public match. Maybe something like that. And I don't know about zombies. Maybe you level up faster there. I don't know if any of you guys have tried that. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, there has to be some fast method to do this. This is so frustrating. But yeah. Anyways, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.